Hi, Robert. I wanted to give this video comment in response to your post on Facebook. And you had said that you didn't understand how my drawings could appear so smooth as if they were done on Strathmore 500 series plate finish paper. And I think this is probably a question that goes through people's minds often because it's hard to understand that the smooth, rounded contours and texture that I'm achieving uh, on, say, this sphere is actually built from individual lines. It's a very complex cross-hatching, and the way I build it, and with the tapered stroke, is what really helps this to happen. First of all, I hope that you're working through the free tutorials because the tapered stroke is an integral part of the whole thing. Landing on the paper right and taking off, having those tapered ends is just extremely important in it, and everything that follows will incorporate that tapered stroke for the most part. Then go on to the patches. The patches help you understand what each pencil will do, and it will help you get used to fading towards the light, showing a range of value, having a clean edge, knowing when to and how to put your pencil strokes together side by side so that they can actually create an actual contour. But a range of value and contour is extremely important. Then you have a chance to go into the sphere. And now we're going to do something different. And again, it's hard just to jump to a sphere and say, well, okay, I'll start doing this, and not know how to do the taper stroke and all the other things that go along with it. So I just want to give you a rough little diagram here. When you've learned that tapered stroke, and in Photoshop here, it's not going to look like a tapered stroke. But basically, we have a curve. There's always a curve to the stroke because of the way I position my hand, and the mechanics of the stroke always gives me a curve. And it is not the same as this. I never want it to be. I want to be able to have something that is controlled. I know I can count on it and I can build off of that. It's a foundation. And then I come in here and I'm going to leave the spaces so you can see what is happening here. I'm working towards the light and I'm fading it away. And then when I am in a different place, I'm going to want to overlap. And this is one of the real key things that makes this work. If you are able to put your lines together, closing these gaps, utilize the tapered ends, you're going to be able to put these seamlessly together, and you'll never know that you actually had all these little patches to create this contour, this wonderful sphere. And then, because of the way I'm doing this, instead of using something to burnish it or smooth it out, I am able to maintain a texture. And so I'm going to go ahead and revert this back so that I can actually we can concentrate on the texture again. And you'll see that this texture becomes extremely important, and it is a subliminal thing often. Sometimes people don't even understand how important this subliminal texture is because it represents the texture that is in skin or so many other things, instead of having it so smooth that our brains interpret it as something else. We don't want it to look like a fender on a car. We want it to look like it has texture and life to it. And so I am able to go ahead and utilize the texture of the paper just enough and yet still have the contour and the how light works, that things get lighter as they come towards the light and darker as they go towards the dark where there's less light. And utilizing that tapered stroke, though, is extremely important. So this is how I get away with doing something other than on a smooth paper like the 500 plate, and I wouldn't want to work on that because I wouldn't be able to have this wonderful texture that I'm looking for, but I can still have contour, and that is all in the technique. The core concepts, again, is the place you'll go ahead and work through that. They're a free 3-hour course that you can take, and it'll set you all up so you can have a better understanding if you haven't had a chance to do that previously. So I appreciate the question, and I hope this helps a little bit and gives you a little better concept of how I'm approaching a contour and smooth textures.